You mentioned in your book about not being a doormat. So when people, maybe you could speak a little bit more. I try to understand it about being kind and being. I was having a discussion with someone that wanted to have just their kind of high drama. And I said, I don't want to have this discussion right now. I'm not in a space. And I left, and they called me a coward. You know, they were like, get up, get back out here and fight. What are you doing, you know? So it's like I wanted to remove myself, and they still wanted to continue so there's that. And then there's the issue about how not to be a doormat. Can you speak to that?
Same issue. So just because you're given a perfectly good invitation to a fight doesn't mean you have to accept. And people do it all the time. Well, I want to, and you go, well, you know, yep, I did that. And they want to keep going. And you go, you know, I want to hear this whole discussion. I do. And not in a place to hear it right now. You have to be really careful not to use a word that describes them. I don't want to hear this drama. See, that's an accusation of them. I can't talk to you when you talk like this. Nope, that's an accusation of them. I want to finish this conversation, but I'm not in a place to do it now. So, I'll come and find you when I'm ready to do it. Now, if this is like your partner at home, you have to name the time. You have to say, I'll come and find you in 17 minutes. Read? You get it? Otherwise, you're saying, go screw yourself. You are. If it's somebody that you don't really care to finish the discussion, you can say, you know, I'll come back in a week or two and we'll finish this. Depends on who it is, see, what the time, but you demonstrate an interest in listening, but you just can't do it right now. And suddenly, doormat doesn't even become an issue. You're simply stating what you will do. I don't ever stop other people from doing anything. I just say either or both. I say how it affects me, this is unsettling, or I skip that. But I can always say what I am going to do. Here, you can do whatever you want to. But I'm around some people who just keep talking about something that's boring me, and I go, I'm not trying to stop you from having this conversation, but if you keep having this conversation, then I will be in another room. Donna will say, I don't mind if you watch that particular movie, but then I will be downstairs. Oh, okay. Now I know my choices. I don't care what I'm watching. You don't ever have to be, doormat's not an issue. You always get to say what you want. Always.
Well, you said I would tell them, I don't want to have this I'm not going to have this conversation right now. My feeling is I don't ever want to have the conversation with this person. So I'm not going to say I'm going to come back a week or two later. I just don't want to deal with them anymore.
That's why I said it depends on who it is. Mm-hmm. So if it's somebody you don't ever want to have it with, you just say, I don't really want to have this conversation, period. Mm-hmm. See, it depends. You can't say that to your spouse.
Right. But
to somebody that you're not really going to have all that closer relationship with, oh yeah, you really can.
And you said don't use words that are, because some words provoke them, like don't say I don't want to have this drama, or I don't want to have...
It's not about provoking. You don't use any word that describes them.
Oh, any word that describes them.
You say what you're going to do. So that way it keeps it real simple in your head. See? Drama. You just described them. I don't want to talk to you while you're stupid. That'd be a word that describes them. Mm-hmm. You can't describe the other person. You describe what you're going to do. That help?
Yes, thank you.
Keeps it simple. And it's all about loving again. If you're loving, you don't describe other people unless they asked you.